Who's everybody? Sensei Baker here. Obviously in a little different setting than what you're normally used to seeing me in. Wasn't able to get into the school today to make a video, but I wanted to talk to you guys about the other aspect of being healthy, and that's our nutrition, which I know we're still in the middle of the 90-day challenge, and this is really kind of the 90-day ultimate challenge that we're in now with our current situation. I know a lot of you guys have been really working on and being disciplined with building up healthy habits and routines throughout this challenge or from previous challenges and continuing to build. But, you know, our current situation kind of throws a huge monkey wrench into that. And we have two options. One, we can kind of allow it to throw us off and snowball into the negative, or we can work on the same thing that we did in the very beginning and find different ways to push through and to build up those healthy routines. So I kind of want to just go over with you guys, some of the obstacles that we have to overcome now, and a couple different game plans and ways that we can overcome it. Okay, so one of the biggest things I know that even I'm struggling with right now is when because we're stuck in the house all the time, is that kind of just sitting around getting bored. And when you get bored and you're watching TV, then you just want to start munching on something, right? And a lot of times you're going to munch on the things that aren't that good. So want to kind of focus on ways that we can make sure that we lower that risk. And the number one thing is, that we talk about all the time, is creating a good schedule, right? And prepping what we want to be doing during that schedule. So I know one of the big things that when we start the 90-day challenge, meal prepping is a huge obstacle because of finding time in order to do it. Well, the one good thing about what we're in the situation we're in right now is that we got a lot of extra time, that we're kind of forcing ourselves to be in the house. We can't go out and get distracted by other things, that we can now really focus on prepping, whether it's prepping the meals for the week or just prepping what you're going to be eating throughout the day. And you could either prep it beginning of the week, and that's what you're going to do the whole time. You can prep it the night before, about, okay, tomorrow this is the things I'm going to be eating, or even the morning of. The one thing, though, it's very important, is whenever you're going to be prepping out your schedule and what you're going to be eating, don't do it when you're hungry, all right? Do it when you're full, and you can kind of think clearly and not just craving all those unhealthy options, okay? Number two is scheduling your exercise as well, whether it's the videos that I've been putting up, or Shihan Joma been putting up, or whatever else that you want to go off for a run or anything else too. But schedule a time that you're going to exercise. Don't say like, all right, I'm going to do it at some point tomorrow, right? Because we all know we're going to get distracted by certain things and we're going to forget about it. So schedule the time that you're going to actually get your good exercise in. My suggestion would be do it early in the day, because when you do it early in the day, it gives you the endorphins, and you feel good about yourself, and you feel like you're being productive, and it's going to help give you that little extra motivation in order to stay healthy throughout the day, versus just being, kind of dragging your feet, feeling tired, and then just wanting to binge and eat some bad stuff. Okay, so you're scheduling the exercise. Number three is lots and lots of water, right? Because the more you're drinking the water, the more you're flushing out all the toxins. But then, if you're drinking water, you're not going to be as hungry. You're going to feel a little bit more full, that you're not going to overindulge on certain meals and other things too. So lots and lots of water. The last thing is probably one of the biggest ones is planning out your snacks. Because a lot of times maybe you don't want to have a full meal. Maybe you're sitting around, you're bored, and you're just hungry for something, something small. And rather than going to the Twinkie or the bag of chips or a piece of cake or whatever else, then we can plan out certain healthy snacks to kind of help us through it, right? So obviously there's, having fruit, but another thing you do is a kind of a fruit bowl. So you get a lot of different fruits, like whether it's grapes and strawberries and blueberries, raspberries, apples, cut up banana, whatever it is, and you kind of put it in a big bowl, and you kind of use it almost like a bag of chips, right? And you're kind of sitting around, you're eating a little bit. When you're done, you put it back in the fridge, and it's just sitting there. You can do the same concept with nuts, right? You do almonds, cashews, pistachios, whatever it is, and you just kind of use the same thing, right? So just kind of give you something to munch on when you're sitting around, you're getting bored. That's more on the healthy side. You can do different bars, protein bars, some granola bars. I love Quest bars, so different things like that. So it's just small things to get you through the day when you're getting a little bit of hunger. Yogurts, crackers, whether it's like whole wheat crackers or multi-grain crackers. If you want to do chips, do some more like kettle chips or something that's a little bit more healthy than the normal bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Popcorn, hummus dip, whatever it is, stuff like that, that you can really plan out some of your snacks, which will help you get from, you know, your meals to meals, whether it's, you know, your healthy breakfast with eggs or whatever else, and the dinners you have planned out. But I'm not going to say that, you know, you're going to be perfect throughout the time. And that's the last thing I kind of want to leave you with, is that we're not going to be perfect during this time. This is a whole new territory. And I want you to think of it like you're starting a brand new class, whether it's your first time you went to the beginner kickboxing class, or you moved up into intermediate or jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, that, you know, first time you did it, you had all the best intentions. You want to do it perfect, but you make mistakes throughout it. But every time we make mistakes with it, we don't just then run away from it or say, I give up, I can't do it, or say, you know what, I knew this wasn't for me, and you kind of go back to unhealthy habits. You learn through it, right? So throughout the day or throughout the week, that you're seeing, okay, I'm still falling into this same trap. All right, well, why am I falling into that trap? Am I waiting too long in between? Am I, you know, not planning out enough? Whatever it is, and find a solution around it, right? And then once you start doing it right, you build those healthy habits, you kind of build that muscle memory, that get the feeling of that success that you like and you want it again and again. So really kind of focus on that part of it. If you don't have an answer for it, you're trying to figure it out, you don't know, you can always reach out to me or any of the other instructors and staff members too, that we can kind of give you some advice and give you some ideas of how to do it. If you have any other questions too, you're more welcome to, you can either comment on the video, or you can send me a text or an email, and I'll be happy to help you through it. I know this is you know, it's a tough time, it's a different time, but it's not something that's going to overcome us. It's not something that's going to beat us. We're going to be able to beat it, and we'll do whatever we need to, and for however long we need to do it, until we can get out of this the right way and be successful with it. But don't let the unhealthy habits kind of creep in, because it's going to be easy and you're kind of there by yourself. You don't have that same accountability as coming to class, but let's make sure that we push it. This is the ultimate test of building that self-discipline. And once you have self-discipline, man, there's nothing you can't accomplish out there. So stay strong, stay disciplined, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Oos.